Hello, this is information that you need to know if you are thinking of listing your home for sale or thinking of selling your home this year. Now, first of all, be cognizant of the fact that there are a lot of misleading headlines out there about the national real estate market. Headlines that, quite frankly, are wrong because they don't give the full picture. Keep in mind, real estate is highly local as well. Hello, my name is Kristine Glockler with the Glockler Group, real estate since '78 with Coldwell Banker in the Chicago suburbs and southern Wisconsin. I'm going to go over what you need to know as a home seller. Now, I am often asked, how is the real estate market? And of course, it depends if you're looking to buy, sell, invest, what price range you're looking in, what property type you are looking for, and in what market or markets, because again, real estate is very local. What I can say is you really have to be careful where you get your information. It is best to get information from your local, highly experienced real estate professional. You can contact me if you're in the Chicago suburbs or southern Wisconsin. Chief economists for NAR, for Realtor.com. Those are the people that truly follow the data, and there's a variety of other sites and information that we as agents have access to that get their information from reliable sources. Very important. Now, I have seen an agent or two and some people talk about how prices are decreasing. Now, I don't know what market or markets those people were talking about, but I can tell you that in the markets that I follow, where we work, that is certainly not the case. At this time, prices are still going up, and it's very important that you work with a highly experienced agent, an agent who is giving you and people on social media correct information. Prices are not going down. What is changing is there certainly is a shift in the market. Mortgage rates have gone up, although they are still, in a historical context, still very low. They were just artificially low the last number of years. There are just fewer buyers out in the market. Now, there are different reasons why there may be fewer buyers out purchasing right now. Sure, the increase in mortgage rates may have caused some buyers to wait. Personally, I know of a number of buyers that are waiting for more inventory, and that is something that is showing good signs because we are increasing inventory in our local markets. There are a number of buyers that didn't want to be in the uber competitive multiple offer situation that we saw just even a few months ago, last year in 2020, and are just kind of waiting. If you are thinking of selling, it could be highly advantageous to list your home sooner rather than later. Now, if it were up to me, I would list my home. The reason being is there may be more buyers waiting as mortgage rates continue to go up. Now, you may see out there price adjustments, price improvements, and while that does not indicate that prices are decreasing, it indicates that the pricing isn't ideally where it should be for the current market. Keep in mind, generally speaking, the buyer pool is smaller now, and there are a number of people that may have wanted to list a property for what it should have been priced at months ago versus now, and a lot of times when it was that uber competitive buyer landscape, a lot of sellers and people were shooting for the high end of that range because of the demand, right? It's all about supply and demand. Now, while no one has a crystal ball, one thing is for certain. Where we currently are right now is nothing like 2008. I feel there is a lot of misleading information and people thinking we are headed in that direction, and that is certainly not the case, and it's for a variety of reasons. Right now, we still have a home inventory supply shortage, and there is still buyer demand. There is not a lot of homes for sale to meet the buyer demand. Now, we, in a lot of our markets, we're at the very, very low end of what's considered a seller's market. A lot of markets have about a month or under supply of inventory. 6 months The 6-month supply of inventory indicates a neutral market where it's neither a buyer's market or a seller's market. So we are not even close to that. Also, lending and lending guidelines are different now, certainly different than back in 2008. And so while everything is still changing in our market, we are still getting people relocating from out of state, moving from the inner Chicago suburbs or from the city of Chicago out to our local markets. I personally don't see a slowdown in demand being anywhere close to what it was in 2008. And keep in mind, going back to supply and demand, prices fall when there's an oversupply of inventory and not enough demand to meet that inventory. Right now, we have the opposite problem. It's not uncommon for some homes, if they're priced well, they show well, are in a great location, or are upgraded, to still get good buyer interest. So I'm going to wrap up with saying, if you are thinking of selling, it is highly, highly important that you work with a local, highly experienced agent. There are a lot of new and newer agents out there that only know the market that we are in. The Glockler Group has over 40 years of experience in a variety of different market conditions. Higher interest rates, sellers markets, buyers markets, neutral markets. It's really important to work with an agent that has the experience, the skills, the expertise, the know-how when you go to sell, and it really, regardless of the market, it is very imperative. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know.